dude, these guys are ready to go.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it, man. The beauty about it is you have, you know, the Fargo champ. I mean, that says it. Those accolades are now. I'm excited, man. I'm off my seat already.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this thing running.
Let's go. Come on.
Let's meet the competitors at 106 pounds. Wearing the black, representing Missouri, Luke Lillidahl.
See Luke Lillidahl coming to the center. He is a Cadet World bronze medalist.
And his opponent wearing the red, representing New Jersey, Anthony Knox.
Coming to the center now. He has Buxton, Mario Mason, Kyle Brewer, all in his corner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look at this dream team.
Right? Like
it's,
these are real, you know, it's different. For sure, it's different than when we were growing up.
I've actually been really impressed with Anthony Knox. I never had a chance to see Luke compete as much, but with Anthony, see him at Fargo, the way he dominated,
he looked great.
Super slick.
One of the things that I like to see him do is hit that snap down to a corner there. And, man, he's gotten so fast with it.
Yeah, but even look at his stance. Like, he has a little bit of that Stephen Abbas, like that hump. Like, he has a different, his center of gravity is a little different.
Yeah, and that's hard to teach, yes?
It is. It's all based on feel.
Right. These kids, but again, you know, harkening back to what we were talking about earlier, these kids are developing an incredible feel very, very early on.
Of course, man. I feel like I'm watching the NCAA finals. I'm not even joking. It's
yeah.
like,
nice little club there by Lillidahl. Knox pushes him off. And Lillidahl's really heavy-handed. He's got a great motor on him. Seems to be switching his feet a little bit on that snap, too.
Yeah, you got to be careful, too, moving your feet a little too much, because sometimes when you move your feet a little too much, it gets you off your shot, if that makes any sense.
It does. Yeah, your feet aren't set to score.
Yeah, and I see a little more of that composure piece with Knox.
Yeah, that level change seems to be, he seems to be biting on it pretty well. You got to think that Knox is going to pull the trigger on that.
You can tell that they're both respecting each other. They're both down blocking. Like, there's not a simple little down block with the head. Like, no, they're hitting the floor.
Yeah. And again, that's a deep level change. You got to respect that.
Nice. And he's going to have to get to the leg. Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful.
That's listen. You know, I try not to be partial at all in the broadcast booth, but I've known Anthony Knox since he was 7 years old. I've never seen that duck under before in my life, but it was amazing. He just went full-on duck and backside double. That was great stuff.
Yeah, he has a good sense of awareness.
He does, right? And the feel, right?
Yeah, a good sense of pressure, because those are releases. What he's doing right there, like he's releasing it with the right amount of pressure where it's not too much.
Nothing. Ooh, he got a little bit of a top game here, too. And he's putting some pressure here on Lillidahl inside thigh pry, and he's going to go trip to finish. And guys like Frank Molinaro.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to push him out. You see that?
Yeah.
Smart, the competitor in him. You know, you think about it.
Yeah.
You have to use all angles to win. Yeah.
And great job by Lillidahl there, because he really was being a dog on the bone on top to get him back to the mat. Lillidahl does a great job staying on his feet, cuts himself for one, but not after 44 seconds of riding time. Ticks off the clock for Anthony Knox.
That's right. You guys are really making this so super competitive with riding time.
Oh, look, man, if we're going to do college rules, we're going to do college rules. And these kids are going to have, these are the kids that you're going to see at Division I level here in the future. So why not have them really wrestle Division I rules?
Yeah. No, he's just killing off the time a little bit on Knox.
I think so.
He knows he's out. He knows, unless there's something appears. Well, he's in the lead. There's something about when you're in the lead and there's a second period coming.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to know that you're on top too.
Yeah, that's nice, right? Especially you bank 45 seconds of riding time. Knox gets
beautiful
the
deferred.
Choice.
This is why I love wrestling, man. It's becoming more of that chess match. Like, he knows. He respects his opponent.
No question. Let's see if he can eat away a little bit more of that clock. There's 44 seconds of riding time. Now, I cannot imagine that this is going to be a, 12-10 type of bout. So this riding time point does seem to be really, really important. There's a nice little tilt attempt. Referee might have been a little bit out of position on that. And
I'm pretty. He got his point, didn't he?
And rolls it through. Catches 1, 2. That's a 4 count for Anthony Knox, and he's going to readjust. He could get a fall there. If he floats, he can absolutely get a fall there. And Knox doing a good job of catching that foot on the return.
That's a beautiful lead, and the thing about it is he's staying disciplined off that claw. Like, he's not coming away from it.
And you know, you got to dance with who brung you, right? He keeps on going to that claw. He keeps on going to that half Nelson, and he's tripping when he gets to his feet. Excellent work there by Anthony Knox.
Yeah, Luke's gonna have to make a transition here, man. He's gonna have to get his respect because he's been down here for a little too long.
Yeah, and now, like you said, he's down there for a little too long. 130 now on the clock. 1, and that's a 2 count, or excuse me, 3 count for 2 points by Anthony Knox, and he is adding to his lead. I should shut my mouth when I said he wasn't going to score 10 points, huh?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
But that's what I'm saying. This is the difference between freestyle and folk style. Yeah. I mean, it looks like Knox has he just has a good chain on top that he's going to one or the other, but he continues to keep that spiral. It's either a spiral or he's clawing.
Yeah.
And then he's beautiful. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's pushing him out on purpose. Like, he gets it.
Got to play the game sometimes, champ.
He's playing it. He's playing it even in the lead. Even this is why I love guys like this.
Yes.
Because he's up by 7 points and still.
Stingy, right?
Yeah. It's
ain't giving an inch. That's a second caution, though. He's got to watch that.
It's like Terry Brands, right? Don't give him nothing. Olympic finals, nothing. I'm like, God.
You can keep on talking about that if you want to, sir, because I'm all ears. Terry Brands is telling you not to give him anything, huh?
Oh, give him nothing. Yeah. He was the greediest dude I know.
That's good. Greed is good in this sport, man. There's no question about it. So Lillidahl does do a good job of cutting himself there towards the end. 21 seconds left here in the second period. Anthony Knox has an 8-2 lead.
Yeah, and this is the thing, Mike. I love studying position, and look at, like, you know, Luke. Look, he's reaching, he's extending, like his hips are not in there. When I see Knox, man, even though there's not much going on, he's in position to strike.
Yeah, and he's staying in that perfect Sugarfoot stance, and he's talking about Knox is giving a little showmanship. He didn't like that club.
Yeah.
Now back to the top game that we talked about. Okay. Knox in the back just before the event started. We were talking about, well, maybe it should have been freestyle. Maybe it should have been, freestyle, folk style. And Knox said, no, I'm really happy it's folk style. I'm really getting good on top. I want to show the world that I can wrestle on top.
And he is, and it's like football. Like the end of really it comes down to the field goal kick. You know, he knows that he has that one piece that these high school kids, when they transition to college, they cannot get out. They'll get beat up for a whole year. Yeah, and you're seeing some kids are going into college with this mat prowess that didn't really happen back in the day, right? Like when I was in school, it took a year. Everyone had the red shirt because if not, you're going to get beat up on bottom. Yeah. Exactly. It's like almost like you have to be well-rounded, or you're gonna right now. Luke's gonna have to take more risks. Yeah, he's gonna have to get to a leg here soon. 1:14 left here, and Knox doing a good job of kind of evading that hand fight. Luke Lillidahl wants to turn it into a street fight here. Yeah. He's gonna need more releases, like pressure. You got to club and go. Like no more dabbling in there. Like getting him tired is not an option. Right. Yeah. You're running out of time. You're under a minute here. It's time to fire. So Lillidahl doing a good job. Like always in position, man. This is I love it. See that underhook, or excuse me, that elbow control. Duck under again. That was nice. Super comfortable stance. Like his weight's distributed all over his body. It's not just his legs. Both guys looking to score. Both guys looking to score. And now we're down at about 30. And Knox fires off a shot. Keeps his behind towards the edge, right? Another tactic. And that's experience. This is what experience teaches you. It teaches you, like, he knows he's up. He's not going to do anything crazy. But he's just in position. He's not overdoing it. He's not fleeing. He's staying in position with his head. And short time on the clock, 10 seconds left. Score is 9-2, and Knox has about 2 minutes and 15 seconds of riding time. Something tells me he's going to close this thing out, even if he does give up a stall call. And that'll do it. Anthony Knox takes over for #1 here in the country.
And your winner,
thank you so much, man. This was incredible. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you guys for having me.
Anthony Knox.